I will ride on the protocols that were observed in the morning due to time constraints. So ladies and gentlemen, our regulators, participants, consultants, good afternoon. So I know I'm standing between you and lunch, but if you look at the program, I was supposed to give a recap for the day, as well as vote of thanks. And I had a 10-page speech, because I'm the only one who's been taking notes, and my instruction was to recap what has happened. But I think, just to summarize, I stand before you as a pioneer REIT enthusiast, and I'm amazed at what I've seen today, because 2013, 2014, when we were setting up the first REIT, if you called a meeting of REIT participants, you'll not fill a quarter of this room. So I'm very, very pleased with what I'm seeing today, that we have an entire army of REIT participants that are ready and willing to continue with this journey. So I'll go through part of my speech just for like 5 minutes. So I was saying that as a pioneer REIT practitioner, I stand before you and confirm that we're at a very exciting juncture, a moment to look back at the foundations we've made and to also look forward at the next horizon for REITs in Kenya. And this is powered by this toolkit and incubator program that we've launched today, as well as the efforts of the RAK. So I say that the toolkit was not just an initiative, but it was premised on the inclusivity, the need to have everyone included so that we can forge together for economic prosperity. So now what happens today? We've done all this, we've listened to new issues that are coming up. What happens today? So ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we have to change gears, we have to shift gears, and now we have to look forward. And what are we looking to going forward? Because this toolkit is not ending here, it's just the beginning. So the first item is that we need to deepen the support for our REIT sector. And how we are going to do that is to, number one, to continue with this incubating program, focus on investor education. I know a lot of that has come up. So we have to focus on investor education. We have to support different REITs. I've heard today many things, specialized REITs, USD REITs, low-cost REITs, and so on. So it's exciting that there's a lot that's coming up into the sector, but we have to continue supporting them. We have to forward towards dedicated sustainable REITs, green REITs, affordable REITs, and the rest. Pillar number two is to broaden, of course, the scope. We have to expand the ecosystem, and we have to have a proper pipeline of REITs. I think that also came up in the morning as one of the issues. There's someone who kept talking about quality of the assets, quality of the governance structures and all that. So we have to keep supporting that through the concerted effort through the incubator. Of course, I've touched about investor education, and we also need to also look at regional integration. This success we are celebrating today is not just for Kenya, but we can expand it and we can include more people. And something towards a regional REIT association that can share these successes with other areas. I had a talk about cross-listing. We can only do that if we have regional integration. And number three is we have to drive liquidity. I think I had questions here around liquidity, how are we planning to support the price, and so on. So we need to continue benchmarking for visibility. We need to continue collaborating with our NSC, the CMA, and everyone else that is in the room, so that we continue to develop key performance indicators for REITs. We continue to attract wider pool of capital, as well as international investors, and deepen the market, because there will be no REIT sector if we cannot trade, if we cannot have ease of trading. If people cannot come in and out, then there will be no REIT sector. And also we have to continue as a toolkit. When I say we, it's actually RAK and all of us here. So not we as the REIT that I represent. We need to continue benchmarking on global best practice. A toolkit will have to continue integrating best practice in corporate governance, financial reporting, and ensure that REITs are compliant and competitive in the world stage. I think it's high time we need to stop being compared with other equity markets. So having said that, I want to confirm, ladies and gentlemen, that we have set up a roadmap. It's ambitious, it's challenging, and it's profoundly necessary. And we are confident that the people in this room, we can count on each one of you for your continued support. And for everyone represented here, we are looking for a collective success. So it's for all of us together. So I'll go to the vote of thanks, and please indulge me if I don't call you by name, because we are many and we are representing many organizations. I will start by our regulators. They're in the room, and I know they've been very supportive, and all government and regulatory bodies represented. Thank you for your foresight, for your willingness to innovate, your commitment to support the framework, and also having been the bedrock upon which the entire program stands. Thank you for not just setting the rules, but for joining us in building the market. I spoke with some people during tea break, and I was telling them I was in a forum yesterday where the regulator was just threatening. If you don't do this, you'll not get a license. If you don't do this, we'll fine you 5 million for natural persons in etc. And I can tell you the engagement was not nice, because instead of collaboration, it was just threat. So thank you very much, our regulators, for always holding our hands and willingness to listen to each one of us. To the REIT Association, to program managers, to mentors, you are the engine of this incubator. You have freely given of your time. You have given your expertise, and you've also been very patient with your guidance. To all of you, thank you for turning complex legal and financial structures into actionable steps for our entrepreneurs. And to all existing REITs, the upcoming REITs, and also the promoters and everyone in the value chain, you are the pioneers. You have brought your ambitions. You've freely shared your learnings in the hard work that you've done, and your willingness to navigate the unknown. You took a chance on this program, and your success is the strongest testimony of its value. We're incredibly proud of your journey, and we look forward and cheer you on. And finally, to everyone in the room, because I'm not able to mention everyone by name, investors, developers, analysts, fund managers, stakeholders, all of you, thank you for your continued faith in the power of the REIT structure to democratize